Hi everyone, welcome to my booktube channel. This channel is going to be about a bunch of random books that probably aren't mentioned anywhere else. Um, but I love reading, so I just really wanted to share all of my books that I read with the world. So this video is going to be about my 15 favorite books that I read in 2018. That doesn't mean the books published in 2018, it just means the ones that I read. Most of these are YA books. There's a few adult. There's some like elementary school kid books here. But I love all of them. I enjoy reading about mermaids, fairies, witches, kind of like Harry Potter witches, not like realistic witches. I like reading dystopian fiction, retellings. I don't know. I'll read pretty much anything if it's interesting to me. So the first book is called The Bells by Danielle Clayton, and I love this book because it it talks about how beauty can come in any color. There's no skin color that's the most beautiful because we're all beautiful, and also society's view of what is beautiful is always changing, so no one can ever be the prettiest. I love how this book is showing the ugly side to only caring about beauty, and it can relate to the real world with plastic surgery, and everyone's always trying to change themselves, but really they can only be happy if they learn to love themselves the way they are. But yeah, that's a great one. It gets 4 out of 5 stars. Actually, all of these get 4 stars except for the last one, which was my favorite read of 2018. The next one is called Fairest of All, A Tale of the Wicked Queen. This one's kind of like the Wicked Queen's side of the story in Snow White, and I thought it was really interesting, and it kind of made me understand her more. I don't recommend the other books though in this series. I just read the one about Ursula and I was super disappointed. So if you're gonna read any of them, just please only read this one. The next one is called Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. This one's about a girl who goes to a boarding school, and there's like fairies, witches, shapeshifters, all that kind of stuff. So it reminded me of like Harry Potter mixed with Monster High, and I love Monster High books, so don't even judge me. The next one is called The Assassin Game. This one was really good. It's a mystery. It's about another group of kids going to a boarding school. I guess I love reading about boarding schools. And they have like this tradition where every year there's a killer or someone that like is playing pranks on everyone, but really only the killer knows who the killer is because it's like a random draw. And then somewhere along the way things start getting a little too intense, and then like they're breaking the rules, and then it's a mystery to try to find out what the heck is going on. But it's really good. It's more of like a fall read. I would recommend reading it in like October. But yeah, that's a good one. The next one is called Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. And please don't get mad at me if I'm saying any of these authors' names wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. This one is a mystery. I don't really want to give anything away. I think it's best going into it not knowing anything about it. Like, there's a twist ending, and it's really interesting. But yeah, it's good. Next one is called Pretty Girls. This one's kind of intense. I wouldn't read this one unless you're actually an adult. It has some like pretty dark stuff going on, but it's a really good mystery. It's really interesting, and sometimes I like reading darker books because it's good to know what kind of freaks are out there, and then like you're always rooting for the good guys in these books, and you want them to win so badly, and I don't know, I feel like I pick up a lot of things that could actually help me in real life if I was to ever like get kidnapped or something just from reading all of these mystery books. I don't know. I've never been kidnapped and I hope I never will be. The next one is Ready Player One. This book is awesome. I grew up playing video games, not like an extreme gamer or anything, but I played video games like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, all that, and it kind of just like brings me back into like the excitement of playing video games and like finally figuring out the puzzle and like finishing the game, and it's just like the whole book is about like pretty much everyone lives in a video game in the future, and then the creator of this video game died and they have to find all the like secrets that he left they have to solve a game within the game to win a prize, and it's really good. I do not recommend the movie though. It was super disappointing and they totally ruined the book in my opinion. So if you want to watch the movie, just be aware that it's not as good as the book, like not anywhere close. The next one is called The Blue Girl by Charles DeLint. I don't know if that's how you say that name. It's about like this kind of interesting, unique girl with blue hair who like wears clothes from like the thrift store, and she finds a ghost, and then one of her imaginary friends from her childhood starts coming, like she starts seeing him again, and she doesn't know if it's real or like what's happening, and like there's some like evil fairy people to try to mess with her. I don't know, it's interesting. I read it when I actually had blue hair, so I could relate. It's good. And then this one is called Room, and this one's about a mom and a son that are being like held in a room because the mom was kidnapped by this creeper, and she got pregnant by him and had the kid, and then the whole book is like, well, the first half is them trying to escape, and then the second half is something else. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to run it, but it's really good. I honestly, getting into it is kind of hard because the beginning is from the kid's perspective, and I think some people enjoyed reading that. To me, it was super annoying. But after you get through that, it's like a really intense book. I think I remember actually crying at one part. So if a book can do that to you, you know it's pretty good writing. The movie is pretty good too. The movie was like what I pictured the book being like. So that was well done. The next book, actually the next three are kind of like the same. There's this new, actually it's not new at all, it's new to me. There's a series called The Forbidden Doors. They're actually Christian books, and it's kind of about like demons and all that kind of stuff. And the reason I started reading these was because I had some kind of scary experiences where I thought I was dealing with actual demons, so I was like, maybe I'll read these books. But yeah, they're just these three, The Spell, The Haunting, and The Deceived. I think there's like 10 books written, but I only have some of them. And they're all pretty good, and they're interesting, especially if you are a Christian or if you're raised Christian. They make a lot of sense, and it kind of just teaches you not to deal with like Ouija boards and things like that. I don't know. It could be useful one of these days. And I haven't had any weird demon things happen since then, so. Then the next one is Mary-Kate and Ashley, The Case of the Candy Cane Clue. And before you judge me, I'm just gonna explain that I was the biggest fan of Mary-Kate and Ashley, and I still am. And to me, reading a book for like little kids again when you're an adult is kind of just like relaxing, kind of like when you put on SpongeBob in the morning and you're not really paying attention. It's just like you just like drink your coffee and just it's nice to have something in the background. Books are also an escape, and everyone was a child at some point, so it's nice to like go back in time and like live through middle school or elementary school again. It's cute, it's fun. I don't care how old I am, I'll always read Mary-Kate and Ashley. But yeah, this one is cute, and they like some girls having a sleepover around Christmas time in a toy store, and they have to solve a mystery, and that sounds really fun. And then this one is Two of a Kind Diaries, Santa Girls, and they kind of have to, they're worrying, or one of them's worrying about getting the other one a Christmas present. She has to like get a job at the mall when she's 12, which isn't legal, but it's a book, so whatever. And then I don't know, they're just a bunch of problems that like middle school kids deal with. I don't know, it's Mary-Kate and Ashley, so it's cute. And then my favorite book of the entire year is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. It's kind of like a retelling of Cinderella in like this futuristic science fiction world, and involves like cyborgs and moon people, and there's a prince, and he's Asian, and I love seeing like hot guys written about that aren't always just white guys, because that gets kind of boring. So yeah, that was my favorite books of 2018. Subscribe if you want to see more book videos. I'll have like haul videos, different videos about like different genres of books, and yeah, so hopefully you'll find some books that you haven't heard about before, and it'll be a great time. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.